Welcome back to Mystical Heart Tarot readings. This is a part 8 update on Little Summer Moon Wells as seen through the eyes of a stranger with the help of Spirit. So I want to address one thing. I know somebody made a comment about when I say Spirit, who am I referring to? And I believe I addressed this earlier in like the first video, but I'll address it now again. Just to be clear, the spirit I'm referring to is my spirit guide and my ancestors. I just want to make that clear. So, I've got quite a few questions, many that have been asked in the comment section, so I want to go ahead and try to get those answered for you. I'm using the Tarot Royale to ask the questions, and I'm using the vice versa deck to I can't think of the word, to clarify the Tarot Royale. This is upright and this is reverse. Alright, and the first question, let's get started here. Okay, so the first question that was requested was, why was the young man going through Summer's mother's phone? So what I got with this is, the first thing I got is the King of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse, well, first of all, Pentacles is the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And the King in reverse is broken trust. That was the first card I got pulled out. Spirit showed me broken trust. Now, why would it be a big deal for a friend? Why would that be considered? I mean, if we look at it from this aspect, he broke her trust by looking at her phone, if indeed this is in fact true. We are only going by what we heard him say. So if indeed he did go through her phone as he said in the interview, he created broken trust. He either created it or it was already created and that's why he went through it. We can take that one of two ways. And that's what this King is telling us. Then we have the Ten of Wands. Wands being Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Was he looking for specific messages or conversations? And I know Wands doesn't mean represent that. But were there many? 10 is a lot. is like the highest card in the minor arcana cards. Before you go, well, you have the king, the page, the knight, and the queen, and the king, but 10 is the highest number. So, overabundance. He may have found an overabundance. This isn't saying why he went through it, though. This is... Was he feeling overpassionate about something? Was there something he thought he would find in the phone? Was he looking for something specific in the phone? And then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents the sign of Taurus. It represents tradition and planning. When he went through the phone, did he find some sort of plans in the phone? And we have another 10 on the board, and that's the 10 of Pentacles here. Pentacles, once again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So we have the potential for Taurus to be here in three places. This is an overabundance, once again. And this could be an overabundance of messages. But I didn't get on the initial cards anything related to summer. We would have gotten let's see, we would have gotten the swords. Let's see what we get on the clarifying cards. And we're going to clarify the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is clarified with the Chariot. This could be somebody under the sign of Cancer, but not necessarily. Excuse me. This is a card of travel. Were there messages that he found in regards to travel? And now we're going to clarify the Ten of Wands. And here we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. So, if the Ten of Wands is overpowering feelings, the Knight of Swords in reverse tells me there was careless thoughts or careless communication. Swords being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So there's our Aquarius that I was looking for. In the messages. Now, let's clarify the Hierophant, the card of Taurus. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Something's not complete. He's staring at a female. I'm just going to show you the card and it speaks for itself. What you see in the background speaks for itself. And now I'm going to clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Capricorn. We have Capricorn on the board now. So the Pentacles, of course, is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But now we get the Devil, who is the Capricorn. He is in reverse. So this is, there's toxic behavior, addictions. The Devil in reverse is about addictions. So, why did he go through her phone? Was he looking to see if she was communicating with an alleged substance dealer? I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get dinged by YouTube. YouTube's funny about what we say on our channels. And being new, a fairly new channel, I don't want to get dinged. But I don't think I have to explain. I think you all get the message here. So, was he looking through the phone to see if there was messages from an addictions person, addictions related person, and maybe came across a message related to our little Summer? So I think you got your answer as to why he was looking through the phone. I think the answer's right here. He was looking to see if that person was communicated with. And he found more than he bargained for. I apologize if this, just so you know and you're aware, it's happened twice now to me in uploading these long videos. that the end gets cut off, so it could end up being another 2-part video. I just want you to know and be aware of that ahead of time. My last update was almost 2 hours long, so it got divided. So I want you to be aware of that, and this one will it'll probably happen again. So, let me get a drink here. Another question that was asked in the comment section, I'm going to answer. Or I'm going to try to answer. And keep in mind we're still in the full moon phase. And I'm doing this reading without knowing anything about what the searchers may or may not have found as of yet. So the next question that was in the comment section was, why did the young man eavesdrop on a phone call that Mom had with Dad? With Summer's mom and Summer's dad. Why was he eavesdropping? So I've got 3 cards here that wanted to come out. Spirit wants me to read them, so I'm going to bring them out as they come. So, why was he eavesdropping? So, we got the 7 of Pentacles first. 7 Pentacles being, of course, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. 7 being a choice. So, did somebody have a choice they had to make? I don't know if the phone was on speakerphone or not, so that wasn't specified. Was he hearing just one side of the conversation, or was he hearing both with her having it on speakerphone? I don't know. That was not made known. At least not to my knowledge. The next card we have is the Page of Swords in reverse. So, this is a young man here. He's being challenged in his thoughts. His thoughts are being challenged. Maybe by what he's overhearing. The next card is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune reflects change. Some sort of change. And after that we have the 9 of Cups. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The man on the card appears to be celebrating. Maybe over-celebrating. Maybe celebrating excessively. And then we have, after that, the 8 of Pentacles, which appears to be somebody researching, reading, writing, looking at something. So the question was, why was he eavesdropping? Well, let's get some clarifying cards because it's really not clear. Because one thing's not clear. We don't know if he heard one side of the conversation or if she had it on speakerphone and he was able to hear both sides of the conversation. So that makes it a little more difficult to get a good answer on that, on what's coming out. So the first card we're going to clarify is the Seven of Pentacles. And we get the King of Pentacles. So, with the Seven we had a choice. And the King comes in, it is very clear. The King is very knowledgeable, very wise, experienced. And let's clarify the Page of Swords. And we'll look back over this when I get done clarifying to see if we can answer that question. We get the Four of Swords. The Page is in reverse, as I said. And in reverse we have, it could be some immaturity taking place. Immature thought. An immature thought would be, hey, I'm going to eavesdrop. I'm going to listen in on somebody's conversation. And then we have the Four of Swords, representing instability in thoughts and or communication. So now let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. What changed? Because clearly something changed. And we got, once again, only in this deck, we've got the Hierophant, Taurus. Was there a change in plans? As I said at the start of this question, I don't know if he heard one side of the conversation or if she had it on speakerphone and he heard both sides. We're not clear on that. But clearly there was a change, and there was a change in plans. This card represents Taurus. I emphasize that because I don't name names. I don't put names out there. Not going to do that. The only name you're going to hear out of my mouth when I'm doing my videos is Little Summer Moon Wells. That's the only name I will name. I might say mom, dad, friend, young friend, etc. Everything else could be known under an astrology sign. This Taurus changed plans. This is a card of change, and this is a card of plans. Now we're going to clarify the Nine of Cups, who appears to be celebrating. And we get the Three of Swords. And it's upright. Upright represents teamwork. Swords being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So there's a celebration of teamwork. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Not sure why Spirit wanted me to pull that card, because it's an extra card and I try to only pull so many. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's moving forward on a path, what appears to be a peaceful path, and not looking behind them. Moving forward and not looking back. I just heard that. This person is not looking back. So why did the young man eavesdrop on mom's call to dad? I don't have a clear picture on why, but what was overheard, I believe some of it came through, especially right here. A change in plans by a Taurus. And this king is like taking charge. And remember, when I say king, this could be a female with masculine traits. Keep that in mind. So, why? It's not clear on why, but I feel like we got maybe some information, a little bit of information on the discussion that was taking place. And now I'll move on to the next question from the comment section. I believe that somebody was allegedly lurking on their property. I think that came from the young man. Saying that Summer's dad told her mom that somebody was lurking on the property, so. And the question being, if that was the case, who was it? Who was lurking on the property that Dad claims he's seen? Let's see if Spirit has any more. So we got the Hierophant again. Taurus. We've got the Seven of Swords, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. No. I apologize, that's Swords. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Somebody is acting sly as a fox here. And once again, I'll make sure I'm perfectly clear. This is Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or Aquarius. So this person does appear to be acting sly like a fox. I'm not clarifying these cards because we're asking about a specific person. And Spirit showed me 3 cards. Both of these represent Earth. Taurus is an Earth sign. And then Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I know that's not telling us who it was. Somebody was being sneaky. Somebody was patient. And there we have that plan again. So, in looking at those cards and hearing what Spirit is telling me that through those cards, I don't know that there was a person lurking, as was the comment that was made. If I recall, the person was allegedly trying or wanting to touch children. So I don't know that that indeed was true, based on the cards that were there, based on the message Spirit showed me. So the next question I'm going to ask is another question that was left in the comment section. I checked YouTube right before I came here to do this reading. So this next question is, and we don't know how true this is, that the young man in summer sat in a car for an hour. We don't know that that's how true that is. We don't know how accurate that is. But what happened in the car while the young man and Summer were left alone? For however long they were left alone in the car. And again, I've got another, Spirit wants me to pull this card. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's being patient. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Then we have somebody under the sign of Sagittarius. Was somebody under the sign of Sagittarius there? And then we have the Emperor. That's the card of Aries. And again, once again, this King of Pentacles, excuse me, this King of Pentacles has showed up in many of my questions. in reverse, no less. And then we have the Four of Swords. So the Queen, back here, is somebody that's patient. Now, we know Summer's not an Earth sign. Summer's Aquarius. This represents Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This one's Sagittarius. This one's Aries. Once again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This would be Summer here. So was she resting, and is there a secret? So we have a Queen that's patient. Somebody that is possibly an inspiration to the Queen. We have the Emperor, who could be somebody in a leadership role. And then we have the King, where there's broken trust. Now at this point, with these cards, I need to check. I don't think the young man's astrology sign is sitting there. So let me clarify these cards. So if we look at just this, the question being what happened while they were in the car waiting for Mom and Grandma to get done, however long they were in the car. Somebody's being patient, an inspiration, is in a leadership role, possibly. But for some reason there's broken trust, maybe even a conflict. And then we have a person resting with a secret. Let's clarify that Queen. And that one jumped out real quick. We have the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We had a conflict. We have broken trust. There's a conflict or broken trust with this Queen. This King has either a conflict or broken trust with this Queen. Let's clarify the Temperance card. So, Temperance being Sagittarius, And the king here of Pentacles, of course, being Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So did the Sagittarius inspire the king? In some way. Let's clarify the Emperor. She's on the board twice. Temperance. Somebody under the sign of Sagittarius. So is there somebody in a leadership role here inspired? We're going to clarify that King of Pentacles that's in reverse. And we get the Four of Swords in reverse. Instability in communication due to broken trust or conflict. The Moon card in reverse. Pisces. Pisces. So we have the Four of Swords laying there. Maybe dreaming. There may be a secret. And we get the Moon in reverse saying be wary of new situations. I know it was said they were watching TikTok videos. But I see some communication taking place. Somebody's patient. However, there's a conflict and broken trust. Was somebody upset? And I need to grab something because I want to check on something. I'll be right back. So, yes, Yes, I've got notes. Yes, I know signs. Did the young man get upset that it was taking so long? It's possible. That's very possible. He was upset. And here, this could be Summer. Did she lay down and fall asleep? And he didn't know what to do. He was bored. Sitting there waiting. If they truly indeed sit in the car for an hour. If that's true, we don't know. I would hope law enforcement, and keep in mind, as I said before, when I say law enforcement, I'm also referring not only to local police, but also TBI and FBI. I would hope that they would have checked videos to confirm what the young man said about the length of time they sat there. So this really doesn't answer what happened while they were sitting there, other than maybe the young man was getting upset because he was tired and bored. Maybe Summer fell asleep and then, he got tired and bored of sitting there. That's possible. I don't know. It's not been confirmed. But I find it interesting we have this card on the board twice. So, let's see, move on to the next question. I have one more question that came from the comments section, and then I have a couple of my own after a little bit of research. Sitting here at night, sorry, this is a busy week for us. I decided to make the time today to do this video because the weather's nice and I'm not going to overheat my camera, and I don't have to run the AC unit, and then it just makes too much noise in the video. So the next question, I seen my opportunity to get this video update out, and I decided to take it because I don't know when. I never know what to expect during this week. It happens once a year. Alright, moving on to the next question. This is the last question that I came up on in the comment section. And this question is about the grandma, Summer's grandma. What involvement, if any, does she have in Summer's disappearance? Let's see if Spirit will give us an answer. If Spirit can give us an answer. Well, that was quite quick. Any other messages, Spirit? Okay. Spirit pushed these first two cards out real quick in my vase. We've got the Star card in reverse. That's Summer's card. There's a full moon right there. We're in a full moon phase. This card right here is telling us to be patient. And I know it's not just this missing person case. I've been involved in several, and being patient is not what you want to hear. We all want Summer found yesterday. But we don't know what happened. And that makes things difficult. So next to the Star card we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Not peaceful. No patience. Swords. This card is a Star card. Like I said, it's Aquarius. It's Summer. Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Then we have the Eight of Wands. So, did Grandma send out communications? Was she sending out some sort of communication? Possibly to family? This is the Four of Wands. Sorry, I'm getting a drink. My mouth is dry. So was she sending communications out to maybe other families? That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like she was sending messages out in regards to Summer being missing. But that wasn't the question. Well, the question I asked was, what involvement does Grandmother have in disappearance? So it might be answering the question. Let's clarify. Clarifying the Star card. This is the Hierophant, representing the sign of Taurus. Be patient, planning. I'm going to clarify the Queen. Queen in reverse, as I said, lacks patience, lacks insight, lacks peace. And the Magician steps in and takes control. Now, I don't know of any astrology signs associated to the Magician. There might be, but I'm not aware of them. The Magician has all the tools that are needed. Clarifying the Eight of Wands. And we get the King of Cups in reverse again. Because of the messages that were sent out, there's conflict or broken trust. These could be messages of conflict. Within a relationship of some sort. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Wands being Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Four of Wands. So, was the communication to other families? If this is other families, we have the High Priestess here. Secrets. Could be intuition. Choice. Or somebody that's wise to the situation. So the question being, what involvement did Grandma have in the disappearance? And the first card we got was the Star card in reverse, telling us to be patient because there's planning. Then we got the Queen in reverse, who's not being patient, lacks insight, is not peaceful, but has all the tools that they need to become patient. Wishing upon a star, I just heard that. Now the Queen may have been sending out negative communications that caused broken trust with the King of Cups. This could be a friendship or a relationship. Here, this could represent messages, these negative messages being sent out to other families. And maybe, perhaps, some of these other families are aware of secrets, or are wise to what's taken place, or maybe had to make a choice of some sort. So, what involvement did Grandma have? She may have been sending out some communication. That caused the conflict. But as for direct involvement, we're not getting a clear answer on that. Other than be patient, planning. Could have been part of the plan. Could have been involved in the plan. So we did get an answer. Allegedly. Because I am by no means pointing fingers at anybody. So the next question is one that I have come up with after doing some just scrolling through Facebook and social media. Something interesting came up that I wanted to see if I can get an answer to. I'm going to rephrase that question. And the question is, we all know the young man has an older sister. What involvement, if any, does the older sister have in Summer's disappearance? So we have the Chariot, that's a sign, could be somebody under the sign of Cancer. And that is a sign of travel. Allegedly, this person tends to run away a lot, which could be why I got the Chariot. The Five of Cups, cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I see somebody that's extremely emotional. They look like they're feeling defeated. But then next to that I have the Seven of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Having a choice to make. I feel like this person had to make a choice. And then we have the Judgment card. So there was a change in life. Are people judging her? It's possible. Most likely. I mean, I did see her name mentioned on social media, and the fact that she's not spoken up lately. So let's clarify this. Because it's not really clear to me the answer to my question. So we're going to clarify the Chariot. And we get the Knight of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So there's possible travel here, possibly with a friend. Because this is the card of travel. And the Knight is taking action. Moving forward. But remember, Cups represents emotions and relationships, so this could be somebody that could be friends. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. We have somebody under the sign of Gemini, possibly. We have the Lover's card in reverse. So this person is very emotional. Or there could have been a conflict. This also could have been a conflict within a relationship. And this card tells me whatever happened here was done in haste. Was there a conflict? And something took place hastily? So we have the Seven of Wands, which is a choice. And we have the Eight of Swords. So somebody was feeling passionate. They were bound by their thoughts. They were imprisoned with some thoughts. Because you can see she's bound and she's blindfolded and the swords surround her. Like she's imprisoned in her own mind. But she's passionate about it because of the wands. This could be a bad idea that she's passionate about. And let's clarify the Judgment card. We get the Seven of Wands. He's on the board twice. Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I asked the question, what involvement does the young man's older sister have, if any, in Summer's disappearance? Well, we have the card of travel right here. Was there some sort of conflict and a hasty decision was made? Did this person have thoughts? Were they focused just on specific thoughts and ideas that they were passionate about? And did they make a choice? Because they had a change come. A change took place. And the question I had asked before I put these cards back in the deck and asked the last question, was the young man's older sister involved in any way with Summer's disappearance? or the question was, what involvement, if any? Not was there, because was there would be a yes or no question. So the last question, so I was listening to another YouTuber just this morning. Supposedly, allegedly, she spoke to Summer's dad on the phone. She had recorded that conversation. Alleged conversation, because none of us were there. We aren't witness to it. I can't state 100% for fact that that was truly the father. But because it's just hearsay, even though the recording was played. So I'm not doubting the YouTuber that she called the dad. I'm just saying that not everything is 100%. We'll just say that. So, in her conversation, Dad did confirm the boys were indeed taken. By DCS or whatever they call it there. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So the question I have that he did not say, or if he did, I didn't hear it. Why were they taken? If indeed, I'm asking Spirit, if indeed the boys were taken from the home, why were they taken? Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles, of course, being Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Ace reflects a new start. And yes, children being removed from the home would create a new start, both for the children and for the parents. So we have the Justice card next to the Ace. This could be somebody under the sign of Libra. To me, this represents government. So I'm going to go ahead and believe that indeed she did talk to the dad, and indeed they did come in and take the siblings. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight's just pretty much standing there, not doing anything. And then we have the Tower moment. The sudden change. Now we already know here, at this point, they've been removed. So is this the aftermath? Now that they've been removed, let's clarify these cards. We're to first clarify the Ace of Pentacles. And we get the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Ace, as I said, represents a new start. The Page is also here to say there's a new journey. Now, whether that new journey is leading into more detailed search. Let's see what we get with the Justice card. We've got the Hangman. So, the Hangman representing sacrifice. Just is telling me and confirming that. Now when I say sacrifice, I don't mean somebody was crossed over. We all make sacrifices in our life. So the sacrifice here could be that the parents are having the sacrifice living without any of their children. And the children are having the sacrifice living without their parents. I had to try to figure out how to put it in a way that would make meaningful sense. Let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles. So we've got, this is the Moon card in reverse. Somebody under the sign of Pisces. And this card is telling this knight to be wary of new situations. And now we'll clarify the Tower.